Hi, Mrs. Matthews. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Okay, I guess. How are you?
I'm doing well. It's been a busy week for me. I've got my kids going through finals, and I've got two in junior high, and they're just getting out of school.
Okay. I see you work in a law firm,
I do.
so it means you're pretty busy, right?
I've got a very busy schedule. I've got family life. I've got work. Keeps me on my feet.
Okay. So what brings you in here today?
Well, me and some of my friends at work have decided to have a little competition. Nothing too serious, but we want to see who can lose the most weight by Christmas.
Okay. And is there a specific reason you're trying to lose weight?
Well, I do feel that I'm a little heavier than I should be. Um, and just to make me feel better about myself. And I feel that a diet would help me just make me feel better, lose the weight.
Okay.
It'd be great.
It says that you're 5'2", 180 pounds.
Yes.
For your height and for being a woman, that is a little bit on the heavier side, but it's not completely out of the range. So, I mean, from what I know, being on a diet is not the right word for what you want to do. You want to more like change your lifestyle, right?
Well, I guess, but will it help me lose 20 pounds
Yes.
or more?
Yes. It
Yeah.
depends on how drastic of a change you want to go. Tell me a little bit about your daily diet.
Well, in the morning, I usually have a little bit of granola, some yogurt, a banana. So I would say I eat pretty healthy in the morning, and I eat breakfast every day.
Okay.
But for lunch, I do go out, with my coworkers, and I'll probably get Chinese food, a sandwich, maybe a salad, but it'd be one of those big ones from Pluto's with steak,
Okay.
and then maybe a bagel sandwich. And then for snack, I love crackers and cheese, and I've got to have some wine to go with that because it just helps calm me down after work, and this is while I'm cooking dinner for everybody else in my family.
Okay.
And then for dinner, generally I'll have some rice, vegetables, fish, maybe soup, salad, and bread, or pasta's pretty common in my household with Alfredo sauce and some broccoli.
Okay.
And then when I'm pretty happy and when I'm doing really well and life's going good, I don't really eat dessert. But when I'm not feeling so high, I will eat a ton of sweets. I'll eat cookies, and it's not a normal amount. Like I will overdo it and I'll totally binge on it. And if the kids have gone trick or treating, like my junior hires, I will steal their candy and I will eat it all.
Okay. One thing, if you do want to go through with this little bet you have with your coworkers, how often do you feel bad?
And I wouldn't say I feel bad too often. I mean, everybody has their good days and bad days, but when I'm having my bad days and say work didn't go the way I wanted it to, or I'm fighting with one of my kids or my husband, I'll start feeling bad. And I mean, if you want me to pick out how many days in the week,
I'd say how many days in a month? Like once
in a month,
twice a month, once a week?
I'd probably say closer to once a week, where I feel like I just need to start chowing down on the cookies.
So you binge once a week?
Yeah.
Okay. When you do feel bad, is it that you go out and buy these foods, or is it just whatever's lying around the house?
Generally, it's what's lying around the house. I mean, the Halloween candy I eat because it's there. I mean, Halloween just passed.
Okay. Your breakfast sounds good. Your lunch, I understand that you're busy, so we'll say that, I don't know, when you're making your choices for lunch, do you base it off what looks good or what is more healthy for you?
I would base it off of convenience. I would say, I mean, the places that I go eat at typically are around my work.
Well, I understand that, but when you order, do you order based off what looks good or what is best for you?
say what's best for me. I think I do eat the right foods.
Okay.
And I mean, I just think I eat too much of them.
Okay. Why do you think you eat too much?
Well, because I just feel out of control when I'm eating sweets and desserts.
Okay.
And so generally, I mean, overall, I would say I eat pretty healthy. I mean, I love to cook at home. And so when I'm at home, I have pretty healthful meals when I'm eating out. I mean, I would say that egg drop soup and rice and sesame chicken, or maybe even soup or salad. I mean, I wouldn't say those are actually pretty. I would say those are pretty healthy. But it's just when it comes to the sweets, I just feel out of control around them.
Okay. As far as I guess I would classify you as maybe an emotional eater.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd have to admit that that's true.
You kind of are in a stressful job working at a law firm. So, I mean, you're not going to never be out of that stressful environment. I mean, you have kids, one in high school, one in junior high.
And they're teenagers, so they're awful.
I bet. Emotional eating, the best thing I would say to do is keep those foods. You want to do something called intuitive eating. You want to keep.
What's that?
I'm going to explain that. You want to keep the foods that you love, the foods that you are emotionally attracted to. Keep them around you. Keep them in the house. Keep them available. And once you see that they're always there, you will no longer want them as bad. It's because we keep ourselves away from the things we want the most that we usually, when we get them, we binge.
I don't know about that. I mean, if I have them around me all the time, I'm just going to want to eat them. I'm going to eat them all. It's going to be awful.
Maybe for a little while, but then you're going to get sick of them.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I was planning on eliminating all of my desserts from my house, and I wasn't going to have any dessert around me at all until the competition was over.
What happens when the next time you're stressed out or have an emotional day?
I will find whatever junk food my kid has in the house and probably eat it all.
See,
and then they'll be upset with me, and that would be terrible.
That's the problem. If you eliminate everything bad from in your house, then you're not going to have anything, because you can't classify anything as good or bad. Everything has its place and its time. So if you have the things that you want to get rid of, don't get rid of them. Put them in plain sight for everyone to see. And you will stop wanting them so bad because you will know that they're there.
Okay, I guess that makes sense. I mean, I could see how it would work. I'm not sure if it would help me actually win my competition because I'm guaranteed to gain weight before that.
Probably not win your competition, but I'm thinking in the long run here.
I guess that's more important.
Oh, no. We want to, I mean, if you really want to go through with this competition, then I would say there are things that you could do with your eating habits now that you could change. When you cook noodles and stuff like that, like you said you like noodles with Alfredo sauce, what kind of noodles do you use?
I just use, normal fettuccine noodles. Yeah, normal fettuccine noodles.
Okay. Would you consider changing those to whole wheat?
What do those taste like?
I'm not gonna lie to you. They taste different, and they might take a little bit getting used to. But when you're eating something like spaghetti, you're not gonna notice the whole grain noodles. You're not going to taste them as much as to say you would like a whole wheat sandwich. So adding little things like that, where you're changing from a white noodle to a whole wheat noodle, can have a big effect in your diet. It's going to make you more full. It's going to get you more fiber. I mean, it's not a miracle cure to your bet, but a little bit does go a long way. So
you're saying that if I do make this change, that it'll help me lose some weight?
Yes, that's one thing you can do. What about the wine you drink at dinner? Is that a white wine or a red wine?
Generally, it's a white wine.
Okay. Do you like red wine?
Yeah, I like wine.
You like wine. Instead of going with a white wine for dinner or while cooking dinner, I would go with a red wine. It is a little bit more healthy. It's better for your heart. It's got lots of antioxidants in it. That's not going to make you win your bet, but that will make you a little bit healthier. It's a little bit better for you than drinking white wine all the time.
Okay.
What else do you eat?
For dinner, I eat a lot of fish, soup and
Fish.
salad, pasta.
Fish are really good for you. Lots of amino acids in there. Vegetables definitely good. It was the only thing I saw in there was the bread and the pasta. I would definitely try to change those to whole wheat.
I guess I could try that.
Okay. Cheese and crackers. Cheese, I'd go for more of a non-fat cheese than say like a cheddar.
Oh, I don't know. Cheddar's my favorite.
Is cheddar your favorite?
It's my favorite.
What if you went
It's
for,
sharp
like,
cheddar.
What if you went with like a Colby? A little bit of cheddar, a little bit of white.
I don't know. Sharp cheddar is like extra sharp cheddar is my favorite cheese. What if I just ate less of it?
That would be good. And how about changing those crackers to whole wheat crackers?
They sell those?
They do.
Does Wheat Thins sell whole wheat crackers?
They do.
I'm definitely willing to try that. I love
Okay.
Wheat Thins.
Okay. A little bit counts. Lunch. You eat salads at Pluto's. Maybe when you have such a big salad, maybe save a little bit for later. Maybe get less salad dressing. Maybe try like Italian salad dressing that's low on the fat. A bagel sandwich from Gorilla Bites, whole wheat bagel. A little bit better than the white bagel.
I have seen those there.
Egg drop soup, sesame chicken. It's okay. What about your activity?
I'm not very active. I work all day and then I get home and I make dinner for the family and I just want to relax.
Okay. What is your activity at work? Are you sitting down most of the day? Are you on your feet most of the day?
I would say I'm sitting down most of the day.
Okay, so not much exercise. Is there any way that you could try to put some exercise into your routine? Maybe walk at lunch. Maybe walk a little farther to the restaurant you want to at lunch. Try to get 30 minutes into your day.
I could do that. I know exercise is important. It's hard to figure out where to fit it into my day.
You're probably at work pretty early.
Yeah, I mean, I would be willing to add activity into my weekends.
Okay. Something's better than nothing, I guess. What would you want? What would you be willing to do?
Walk during breaks. I guess I'd be willing to do a quick walk during lunch.
Okay.
I could do that. I mean, at the very most, that'd be hard. On the weekends, I guess some ideas is maybe I could get the family together.
Okay.
Maybe we could go hiking together. I mean, there's Bidwell Park right over there, and that might be an excuse if my kids are willing. And my husband, I think he'd be willing. He's not really worried about his weight though, because he's a stick and he doesn't have to do anything to keep it that way. But I mean, I could, yeah, we could go. I could see if the family would be willing to go do some stuff together.
Okay.
You
said you could go during breaks. Are you talking about lunch during work?
Yeah, I could probably do that.
Adding a little bit every day does help. So, I mean, if you could go on a walk for lunch, I know you still need to eat. So may I make that a part of it, like maybe take your lunch to the park.
Oh, that's a really good idea. It's pretty over there.
Yes. They get you outside, get you in the sun. Exercising during the weekend would also be good. Taking your kids out to the park, taking your kids to a hike, going swimming with your kids.
Swimming, it's cold right now. I don't know if I'm willing, but during the summer, I'd be okay with that. I can't really think. I can't really think of any other ways. Do you have any suggestions other than going to the park on the weekends?
What are your schedules like on the weekend? Are you really busy like you are during the week, or do you have some time?
I'd say I have more time. I mean, during the week it's so hectic, but during the weekend I have more time.
Well, I would say either getting out and walking, getting out and taking a jog. If you wanted to, you can go get a gym membership. I don't know. I mean,
I've considered the gym membership, but I just feel like I'd pay for it and then never go.
you see, you have to go.
Yeah.
I mean, once you're paying for something, you're not going to want to let it slip away. So,
You have a point.
I do have a handout about the adding whole wheat and fiber to your diet. Would you like that?
Yeah, that
Some
sounds great.
suggestions for your to change.
Yeah, that
There you
sounds
go.
great. Thank you.
No problem. So what exactly
16 minutes.
are you going to change?
Okay, so I'm going to probably walk a little further to get my lunches during my breaks at work.
Okay.
And I will, every weekend, maybe every Saturday, I'll see if the family will be willing to get together and walk around Bidwell.
Okay.
And I don't think I'm going to do the gym membership, but I could definitely get the family together on the weekend and walk around Bidwell.
Okay.
And for food, I mean, I'll switch to the whole wheat pasta and see how my family likes it and how I like it. I'm willing to do that. And I like red wine, so I don't see any problem with switching from white to red.
Okay.
Yeah, those are the changes I'm going to be making.
Those sound good. Would you like to meet up in a week and see how things are going?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
Awesome.
Then I would say that we're done for the day. Is
Okay.
there any questions you have?
No, I think you answered all my questions. I will eat less cheese, but no, I think that's it. Unless you can explain to me why my husband's so thin and he doesn't do anything.
Some people have metabolisms and bodies that support more food and can burn more food. Not everyone is like that. Some people are just made to be bigger, and they need to be content with who they are, I'd say. I mean, everyone can improve themselves, but there's a point when there's no reason to.
Okay.
So your husband is just one of those people who has a high metabolism, or, he doesn't eat excessively for his metabolism. Maybe he doesn't have that emotional binging.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the emotional binging. I'm definitely going to be working on that, and I'll let you know how that goes in the next week.
Okay.
Yeah. Keeping the desserts in the house is kind of scary, but I'll try it out. I think it's going to make me lose my competition, but I'd be willing to try it out and see what happens.
In the long run.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right.
I will see you next week.
All right. Thank you.
No problem. Bye.
Do I just push the red button?